My vertical garden is here. I'm just so happy with this thing. It's called the Green Stalk Vertical Planter System. Hopefully this solves my black thumb to turn it into a green thumb. Thing's heavy. Okay. If you're filming this, does it mean I have to assemble it? Alright, so for something so big, I'm pretty surprised it comes in such a compact little box. So here's the plant support. Oh, it comes in this cool little burlap bag. Here is the watering system that goes on top. Set that aside. Here is the mover, the caster. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the drain hose. Oh my gosh, it even comes with beans or seeds. So this is what the vertical planter looks like. I'm just gonna fill it up with soil. Right now, I probably don't have enough plants to fill all of these, and I'm starting seeds. I have a few there. I can put my zinnias at the bottom. I don't know if I have enough to fill it. I think I'll put like the vining stuff, the stuff that like flows down on top. I watched my favorite gardening channel. It's called California Gardening. He has the best freaking harvest. Like, I have harvest envy. Let's put some soil in. The bottom one will have this soil. I bought like many different types of soil, so I want to see which one does better. Okay, this cap is good for when you don't want soil to go down that middle. So this soil already has compost, but one of the channels that I watched says that worm casting is supposed to be really, really good for your vegetables and soil and just fertilizing naturally. It's basically worm poop. They call this black gold. So I'm just gonna mix it in. And they said you should compact it down. And now you're supposed to put this watering thing in. This is like the drip irrigation. The water flows from the top, or it should snap in. Cool. And then I just plant like right here. That was a workout. Put my flowers and foliage, kind of disperse them. But let me grab my seedlings. So I'm gonna start by putting in some of my fertilizer, lettuce. These are little gems. You're supposed to plant them at like 45 degrees. So here's a bok choy that I started from seed inside. I don't know how it's gonna do, but it's already got like 2 true leaves. You're supposed to sow this directly outside anyway, so I'm hoping it'll be okay. We're just gonna experiment. This one germinated quickly, so if it doesn't make it, I'll just try again. Got some fertilizer, and I can grow it with the paper directly in. I'll tear off the top though. But isn't it cool? Like the roots grew through it. And then I'm going to put some blood meal to make it nice and lush. This is my least favorite part, thinning out the vegetables. I'm gonna need like 5 of these. I don't have a hose. Oh man, I'm gonna need like 10 of these. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, it's going down too fast. Okay, I still have one more compartment to grow, but I'm gonna wait to start some seedlings. Actually, should we just grow it in here? Because like cucumbers can be sown directly into the ground right now. We're gonna have to move this guy tomorrow, but I feel pretty good about it. I'm excited for the growth. We have a few mystery plants in here. I planted these, but I didn't label them, so I don't know what they are. They look like they could be part of the squash family though. Fingers crossed that things do well. I'll keep you guys updated on the progress.
Thank you. Look at my rod here. Oh no. Is it when it's down with water? Cheese.
Slowly, she's gonna need a change now.
Quick update. The radishes are sprouting! I'm not sure what kind of radishes these are because yet again I forgot to label, but I know they're radishes. They're either Korean radish or watermelon radish. These have pinkish tones, like if you look at the stem. And then this one down here is starting to sprout too. These are like the 20 days radishes where you can like just pluck them. And then the bok choys are doing really well. The lettuces are really happy in here. They're starting to like sprout and curl. Oh, I'm just so happy with this thing. It's been a week so far and yeah, these have just been thriving.
Oh, she dumped your pot.
Yeah.
I have to do the laundry tonight anyways. So it's been about 2.5 weeks. Here's an update on my green stock. Yeah, these are the Korean radishes. The only one that's doing super well is this one. I accidentally killed 2 of the other ones that were right here because I sprayed it a little too hard with the nozzle. Overall, I like it. I found that I have been overwatering, which is why these leaves, this is my zucchini, the leaves are turning yellow. I also have a really big problem with lighting. We don't get enough sun here. So as you can see, the bok choys haven't really progressed much. They're still itty bitty tiny. This one, it looks basically the same, but the one over here, it was getting a lot of sun, but then it stopped growing. Later on, it should get a little bit more light, but we also had a top layer here that wasn't doing well, so I had to take it off and transfer it here. When I did finally transfer it out, it just seemed like the beans got really happy, and this literally sprouted out within a span of 2 days. And look how healthy the first sets of leaves look, and it's growing some more right here, so it's really happy right here. I just kind of hand water this. One thing I did notice about the soil was I didn't compact it down enough when I originally planted it, so I had to add another top layer of soil because as I watered it, it just kind of fell down. Like you can see the divots right here. And especially in the lettuces here, like this one is sunk down so much. This one still gets sun. Like luckily the lettuces are really happy in the partial shade. Stuff like the bok choy didn't. I actually had to lift it up. I removed one of the lettuces to put in this other one here, this butter crunch that I grew from seed. One of them like basically died, but I had this going in one of those little seedling pots over there, so I just transferred it and I think it'll be really happy here. The only things that are doing really well are the flowers. The zinnias are like super sprouting. Other than that, I don't know if my other plants are doing really well. Like I said, I have an issue with light here. From like the highest point of the sun from noon to like 2, this thing is pretty much shaded, which is such a big problem, but I can't really cut down these trees. So the tomatoes are doing really well, but all in all, if you have a really sunny spot for your green stock, I would say definitely do it. I've seen some people on Instagram where after 4 weeks, like literally they had tomatoes, they had squashes, cucumbers, and it's like bursting out. Mine's like barely growing. But it could be an issue with the gardener and not the vertical garden itself. Another thing that I have to be really diligent about is that every other day I need to rotate it so that it gets equal amount of sunlight. On this side, the afternoon sun, it'll really bask in the light, whereas this side is completely shaded, so obviously it didn't do well. And because the soil level went down, it also was not getting enough sun, so I pushed everything up, and yeah, it's already looking like it's gonna do better. One thing that I really love about this vertical garden is that none of the critters get anywhere near my lettuces, and they are doing so well. If I were to put them up in the raised beds, they would not survive. They'd be gone after like an afternoon. But these are looking so lush and so big and beautiful. I'm gonna be able to harvest them pretty soon. Also, like the radish seedlings, I mean, something ate this leaf, but other than that, it's doing so good. I'm excited to harvest some of the mini Korean radishes, and then I'm also growing some watermelon radishes. I hope you guys enjoyed my little vertical garden video. Let me know if you've had any experience with vertical gardening and if you have any tips for me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!